Okay, so we are going to show you how to do a no makeup look with a bright lip. So something that's really good for this summer, that's on trend. And we're just going to start off on Christina with just some concealer. We're not going to actually use a base on her. She has really good skin. So I'm just going to start off with the Tarte Maracuja Creaseless Concealer. I'm just using Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage brush. Doesn't have to be and the other brush I'm going to use is the Sephora Professional Airbrush Concealer. So I'm just going to start off with putting the concealer on any areas where she might need it, which is very few. Turn for me. You can just blend it out with your finger. In the summer, you don't want a face full of makeup, so the concealer, and I'm going to use some powder after, will be enough to just even out her skin tone. So I'm going to use some under Christina's eyes. She doesn't have really pronounced dark circles, but she does have a little bit of darkness right here and here. Make sure you get that inside part as well. And I'm just going to blend it out with this Sephora brush. It's a really soft brush whenever I use it on people. They always ask me what it is. You can just blend it out in circular motions. And that's gotten rid of a lot of the deeper purple. With Christina, I'm going to go up under the eyes as well. She has some darkness under there. And this concealer is moisturizing, so sometimes it might, you want to give it a few minutes and see if it settles. It might settle into the, if you have any little lines or creases under your eyes, but then you just blend it out with the finger and it'll stay for the rest of the day. So I'm going to put whatever's left on the brush. Okay, so that's blended out. And now we're going to go on to powder. And the powder I'm using is Chanel Le Beige, and it's in number 20. And it's supposed to be, it's called a healthy glow powder. And basically you can use it as a powder to set your makeup, your foundation, or you can use it as an all over powder. Some people will use the darker color as a bronzer as well. But it's just a nice natural looking powder. It doesn't look like you're wearing powder. It smells so good. Yeah, that's the other thing about this powder is that it has such a nice fresh scent. Now, if you're sensitive to scent, that might not be something you're interested in, so be careful, but it's a really nice powder. It's really nice for older skins as well because it does not accentuate any dryness or fine lines, but it's one that works well on everybody. What's the brush you're using? The brush is a Sephora Professional Powder brush. I think it's since been discontinued actually, but it's a nice soft brush. It's very soft. Yeah. Okay, I'm also going to take some of the powder and just run it over Christina's eyelids, just to even out the color. Close, please. So this is really a no makeup look. We're not using, close again, we're not using a lot of makeup at all. And this is a great way to do makeup for teenagers as well. When you don't have a lot to cover, you can just use concealer to cover any blemishes or any darkness under your eyes. And then if you have oily skin especially, just use a powder, and it'll even the rest of your skin out. So you don't have to be wearing a heavy liquid foundation or a heavy base. Now I'm just going to use Anastasia. I'll show you. Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a clear brow gel. I'm just using it on a disposable wand, and I'm just going to brush Christina's eyebrows up. She has well-shaped, darker eyebrows, so they don't need to be filled in at all. But some eyebrow gel just to keep them in shape is always a good idea. The other thing we can do is Christina has really long eyelashes. So we are definitely going to put mascara on her, but we can also tightline in the upper waterline just to make her lash line look thicker. So we're going to do that now. And I am just using a Nars larger than life longwear eye pencil in Via Veneto, which is a black color. And this is just one that came in a kit, so it has not been used on anyone else. Look up. Okay, actually look down. Thank you. So you can blink as much as you need to. This is never something that feels natural, doing it on yourself or doing it on somebody else. But it makes a difference. I'm going to put a little bit more on. Or sorry, look down. Thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm going to go on the other eye. Look down. Okay. So that just gives you a thicker lash line. Christina doesn't really need it, but a lot of people do, so I'll just show you how to do that. I'm just going to go back in with her eyebrows. So next we're just going to put on some bronzer to give her a little bit of color. And I am going to use Tom Ford bronzing powder. This is out for summer of 2015, and it's just the mini versions of his regular bronzing powder, and this is in the color Terra. So with Christina, I'm just going to use it the way I would use a blush. So just on the apples of her cheeks. I'm losing hair. This is another Sephora Professional brush, Natural Dome Powder. So it's another soft goat hair brush. And I'm just going to put some on her forehead. I really like this color on you, actually. Yeah, it's nice. Very natural. Yeah, it's very natural, but it's it's not brown. So there's a reddish undertone. So Christina doesn't really need contouring, but it's still a good idea to put some bronzer on under your chin and down into your neck so everything matches. Next step is the mascara. Now I'm just using a sample size Lancome Hypnose Doll Eyes. I'm going to use it straight from the tube because I'm going to give this to Christina. Otherwise you'd be using a disposable wand. Okay, and just look down. Okay, good. Whoa, okay, look down. Okay. They're not kidding. Just gonna, do you want to look at your lashes? Look at the difference. Whoa. And I'm just gonna comb them out with a clean spoolie. And now, for the moment of truth, the bright lipstick. So we started off, Christina already had some lip balm on her lips. So we are going to use Giorgio Armani Rouge d'Armani, and it's number 401. This is a color that Rihanna wears a lot, and it's a bright orange red. So we're not going to use this full strength on Christina's lips because that might be a bit too much. Now we're going to go right into the lipstick. And I'm just going to use a disposable lip brush. And put some in the center. So you're just going to want to keep building the color until it gets to an intensity that you are happy with. Your lips together now? Okay. So this is also a good way to do, I'm actually going to just dab it straight on her lips. Just open your mouth a little. Probably enough. This is a good way to try on brighter lipsticks without going full on now. We just made a mess. I made a mess, but I'm going to clean that up. Okay, go ahead. Okay. What's great about dark or bright lip colors is that they last longer. They are a bit of a pain to put on, so they take a little bit longer to get them on properly. But once they're on, they'll be on for a while. So right now, it's just a stain. We're going to intensify it a little bit more. And I am going to use a lip pencil to clean up the edges, because it's not quite where I want it, but it's getting there. I'm just going to go in with M.A.C Pro Longwear Lip Pencil in What a Blast, just to go around the edges. Christina's a perfect model because she knows what I'm doing, so she moves to accommodate. Doesn't have to be a sharp line, you're just making an outline. Just gonna build in a few places and then clean up the edges again. And this building also ensures that it's gonna stay on the lips longer. So I'm just cleaning up the edges with some Bioderma and just a baby Q-tip. What I was going to say earlier is if you really want a sharp edge, you can use some foundation on a lip brush and clean up around the edges. But we don't want anything that perfect. We want it to look clean, but not super done. We want it to look like we just put it on. Which it involved a little bit of work, but when you're doing it on yourself, you know how to gauge. Okay, and that's the finished look. So just a light summer no makeup with a bright lip. See you soon.